Yes, clients. URL's back. URL is back, and we are running as normal now. No tours. URL on tours. No specials for the next two shows. It's me and then me and Lindsay. So this Tuesday's just me, where I can rant away to my heart's content. And then next week we'll have Lindsay in on the show, where she will be painting wonderful, lovely pictures with music. Welcome to the show, Jordan Williams. How's it going? What am I doing here? What am I doing here now? I'm here because this shout out has just gone live. And that just needs a little bit of this. Hold on. Oh no, it's not that one. Oh. That's because we had Ken in the other day and I moved things around a bit. There we go. So yeah, I want to thank Ken for the my manipulation. I want to thank him for the drum and bass special that we did the other week, which was absolutely spanking. All my levels got adjusted, so I'm just going to try and adjust them back to how they should be. I think we're somewhere near where it needs to be now. We're not clipping anything by the look of it. Okay, so yeah, what are we doing? This shout out here, Shout Out 7 of 2024. If you don't know the drill by now, hop over to clownfest.live, the site. That's what it looks like. Going to be doing the Clownfest lineup soon, so there will be a countdown to the new Clownfest coming up here soon. But that's not what we're here for today. Go over to the Echo page, which is just there. Find the relevant shout out. I'll tell you how to do this every bloody week. Click that. There you go. It'll pop up. Looks horrible today. On that screen, it looks absolutely horrible. But anyway, that's what the new shout out looks like. Welcome, Russ. How's it going? So Russ has got a track for us. We haven't heard a track from you, Russ, for fucking ages. It'd be nice to have something in from you. Pop down here, find the comment section. There we go. And you just literally write a comment. Let's do this. And then you click publish. Should be able to publish without having to log in, but if you do have to log in, I find the best way to do it, log in up here, and the best way to do it is through Google. That's how I log into that one. So, what is the URL about? The URL is about music. We absolutely love music, but we can't love music unless you don't put your track in that thread there. If you put your track in that thread there, we will all talk about it on Tuesday night, Tuesday at 7:30. That's when we go live, unless, and this is in the rules, just here, unless when the URL is on tour, and that will go live on a Saturday at 5 p.m. But usually we go live at 7:30 on a Tuesday over on my YouTube channel, Pierrot the Acid Clown's YouTube channel, and we all talk about music. We talk about how your track feels to us, how we perceive the frequencies, what we perceive the structure to be like, and we'll give you some feedback on it. Or you can just chuck a track in that you think is the dog's bollocks, and it'll become track of the week. It looks like, I think, is it Surge B? Hold on a minute, let me just go and find out. Looks like Surge B won track of the night last week. Let me just go and find it. Pretty sure it was Surge B. Oh, come on, phone, don't be a pain. There we go. So yeah, Surge B. So there were there were 3 from last week. My Manipulation, Mato Can, and Surge B. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, Surge B won that, and will go up on the totem pole for track of the night. It's tricky to post from an iPad. It's luck of the draw. Russ, if you want to send it to me somehow via email or whatever, I'll pop it in. I do understand. See, the problem is, right, with this site, it's a free site from Wix, and we're only supposed to get 10 comments per post or whatever, and we end up getting between 50 and 70 comments per post. So we're kind of perverting what we, the laws of what we can do there. But yeah, it's mostly about signing in is the thing, and that happens up here. And if you can do that via Google, then or Facebook, then it'll let you sign in. You can even do it by email, I think. So yeah, if you're a producer and you want some feedback on your track, then this is the place for it. The URL, the Unsigned Review Live. We've been going for about 6 years now. Hey, Simon Clements, oi oi! Well done for having a birthday, Jordan Williams. I hope you had a good time. So yeah, the URL's been going for about 6 years now. It will have its 7th birthday in August, I think. Is that right? I'm sure it is. Anyway, so yeah, we've been going for about 6 years now. We meet up every Tuesday over on my YouTube channel to discuss music. But we can't discuss music unless you don't get your track in the thread, is the thing. So yeah, like the slogan says, the Unsigned Review Live, bringing you new music. That's exactly what we do. We are a close-knit community of people that just love music. We're all kind of neurodivergent and are on the spectrum as well. That's kind of where we are. Simon Clements is in the Clown Army chat group, and he said he would rather be fisted by an elephant wearing sandpaper gloves and using vinegar as lube, and I quite wholeheartedly agree with him. However, I will mark your side trance track objectively with an objective ear as to how it is. This is really, really important. You can like, styles of music, and you can not like styles of music. That's, it's all down to personal choice. But as a decent music producer, you should be able to see some sort of good in every music that comes up. About a year ago, we had a country and western track put in, and that was a test of my ability to be diplomatic. When I really wanted to say, God, it's god awful. But I was like, no, okay, the melody's cool, no. But so that's what we pride ourselves on. We are a community of people that lift people up. We don't, we don't want to bring you down, and if we don't like your particular style of music, then we will mark it with an objective ear as to how it's produced, the noises that are used, the structure of the track. This is all omnipresent in everything, You have to have good noises, you have to have good structure, you have to have a point of view of the track, and it needs to go somewhere, and different music is applicable for different places. Like, is it an after party track when you're at the after party? Is it a chill out track in the chill out room? Is it a main room track at 4 o'clock in the morning? Is it a warm up track? Would you listen to it on a boombox with friends at a beach? There's so many places that music is listened to, and we as a community know this and understand this. So when you put a track in, we're going to mark it on where we would listen to it, why we would listen to it, how we feel about listening to it. Like Simon says, all music can be awesome. It's all about vibrations. It's all about vibrations and which vibrations gel with you the most. Yeah, I'm an acid techno freak. I've got 9 303s looking around here. Not an original at all, but 9 clone 303s. So if you want to put in an acid techno track, you're going to get really high scores from me. It's all about personal preference. But Serge B's track from last week was an electro track, and it was beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. It was really, really good. Super well crafted. The noises were just insanely good. And that's what Serge B does, So even if your track doesn't appeal to what my core nature is, then you're probably still going to, score highly on it anyway because of composition, noises used, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think I've rambled enough. Get your track in that thread there. Boom. And then we'll talk about it on Tuesday night. We'll talk about it on Tuesday night objectively, and even if it's not our thing. Much as I jest about the stuff, the music from Clown Army is always top notch. Absolutely. Constructive feedback is gold from the Clown Army, says Russ. Absolutely, absolutely. And it's really, really important. Like, I remember when I released my first couple of videos and people were really, really complimentary about it. And that spurred me on to want to do more. And I think that's really, really, really important that you're positive about stuff. You can think stuff sucks, yeah, but don't just say that's shit. Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world. It's like, why? Why do you think it's shit? I mean, I might not listen to the constructive feedback you've got for it, but I will certainly bear it in mind if I want to appeal to a wider audience. And I think that's really, really important. So yeah, Clown Army, wonderful group of people that have been here for a good number of years and know exactly what they're doing. And we really all like music. Like I like 90s metal. Faith No More and grunge, Soundgarden, Megadeth, Metallica, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, punk rock band that just do covers. That's my core. That's where I come from at my core. But like, moving on into the dance world, I like acid techno. I love electro. Like, I say this a lot when I'm marking tracks. It's like, oh, this would be what I'd listen to in the kitchen, and that's where I did most of my musical listening to, is in the kitchens. I was a chef for 14 years, and you spend a lot of time in kitchens with the same people, and conversation becomes, a little bit stale or a little bit bored, and you've had these conversations a million times. So you want something just ticking over in the background, just to keep your mind active whilst you're doing menial jobs like chopping or mixing, and that's where I used to do most of my listening. And it would be like the Freestylers, Norman Cook, Annie Lennox's, not Annie Lennox, oh God, what's her name? Oh, the Radio 1 presenter. The Essential Mix. I can't remember who did that. But stuff like that. So we all of us in the Clown Army have a very wide and diverse musical range that we listen to. That's just, we just like music. And if it's good music and it's produced really, really well, was it Marianne? Not too sure about that. Hello there, Monday afternoon sessions now. Not quite expect us. This is to say that the shout out has gone up for the next URL. Also, expect us. Do you want in for the next Clownfest? The next Clownfest is at the end of July. Annie Nightingale, that's the one. The next Clownfest goes live at the end of July, and I will be sorting out the lineup for that over the next couple of days, and that will be up and about. But we would love to have you back at Clownfest, fella, because your music is great, But yeah. So yeah, I'll join. Excellent. I'll fire you off a message on Facebook when I know where you are going to fit in within the festival. So yeah. The Clown Army, we just appreciate music. We really do appreciate music. And the whole point of the URL is here to not improve your tracks, but give you some sort of constructive feedback that your mates wouldn't give you. Like, you play to your mates and they're like, "Oh, that's a good track. What's good about it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it?" A very popular producer, Acid Ray, who was part of Petrol Bastard, put a track in one time, and we were like, "We like it, fella. We're going to give you a solid 8, but if you do X, Y, and Z to it, you probably like elevate it a little bit more." And literally, he went back to the drawing board, updated his track, put it in, and scored higher than a 9. So it means that whatever we're doing for the URL is having an impact on producers, and we want that impact to be good. Simon says, "I need better mates. I'm usually told that it's shite." See, again, you can think something's shite, but back it up with why you think it's shite. Like in the old days when we used to get trolled all over the place, we used to get trolled all over the place. Like, "That's shit." Well, don't just say that, mate. Be constructive about it. Say, tell us why you think it's shite. Have some substance to back it up. Is all, And again, we are a community of people that will lift other people up, Even if we think it's not to our tastes, we're going to tell you in a polite, fashion and like, yeah, well, the structure was good. The sound design could do with a little bit more. And the mix section, you need to bring these up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, John Coffey has got most of the masters over to me for the album we did for the collab special. I'm about to download that now and find out how many there are. So that release may be happening quite soon. Let's just give you a little. There we go. Here is the Clown Army Bandcamp, and we are taking donations. The whole reason that the Clown Army Bandcamp exists is to fund the .live site. So we've got 8 releases there at the moment. Yeah, 8 releases there at the moment, and it's doing fairly well. But if you have a bunch of tracks that you would like to donate to the Clown Army Bandcamp, that would be absolutely amazing. Like I say, the Clown Army is like funded for and run for the people, you know, so it makes sense that we do this. Sibby's got some tracks there, and oh my fucking god, how good are they? Sibby just absolutely rocks. She won the drum and bass competition. She won the t-shirt. She won 2 t-shirts from that as well. So yeah, here's Sibby. Honestly, it's a great little EP. I pick it up for £3 for 4 tracks. Not bad at all, right? Honestly, Sibby's production is so high. She is next level. She really is. All right, I think I have rambled on long enough. Let's leave you with a Sibby track. Let's leave you with the last track on this little EP, which is called the Dark Side EP from Sibby, and it's called Time. Right, I'm out of here, you clown motherfuckers. I will see you Tuesday night at 7:30, where I will be on my own and able to rant like a motherfucker, which is what I usually do. Yeah, listen to Sibby. Give Sibby a £1 for the sound. Give the Clown Army a £1 for the sound. Right, I'm off, people. I will see you tomorrow night. Get your tracks in the thread.